Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, May 6, 2018. I am still on the expedition with the goal to find some rails for my future rail system. And yeah, as you might know, I was successful. I got a lot of rails. And now I am on the way back. Oh no, the skeleton has despawned. Of course. I wanted to attack this skeleton in order to get some additional arrows, but alright, this guy has despawned, so I can take my time to grab everything and to continue on back home. This direction, this way. This way is home, so let's do this. Let's continue on back home, because yeah, as I said, the expedition was a success. Of course, we encountered, or we found, a mesa biome on the way back home. After I decided, okay, I think I spent enough time out here searching for a mesa biome. I found a mineshaft where I got some rails. It's enough. It's enough. I can return. And then I ran into a mesa biome, and yeah, look at this. I got 5 stacks of rails, which is nice. It's not really an advanced rail system which I can build with this, but at least it's a start, and I mean it's still super cool, so that I can travel by minecart. I'm not quite sure where I will construct the rail system, but yeah, I do have the materials, which is super awesome. And so I am now on the way back home, as I just said. Yeah, so Sunday, can I make it into? Ooh, this looks dangerous. When you get sucked in here, then you have maybe a problem or so. So better avoid doing that. Down there seems to be something like a cave or an opening. This is interesting. I like to. Do I like to investigate this? Well, no, it's too risky. I mean, diving down in the end, I suffocate down there, so this would be unfortunate. This would be really unfortunate. So let's reduce the. This really looks interesting. I really like to know what's down there, but no. Don't want to do this. I just want to continue on and get back home. So, what has happened? What has happened since last time? Well, not so much has happened, unfortunately. Well, yes, something has happened. Yesterday happened. Yesterday was really interesting. But first, let's talk a little bit about the weather, because summer is back. Summer is back with strength, and yeah, right now I'm sitting here in my 26 degrees Celsius office, which is quite warm. Not just really warm, but when you think back to the last year, to the summertime, then I had 38 centigrade or so in here. So that's still cold. It's still cold, but yeah, it's crazy. We have super clear blue sky. We have beautiful weather. I might like to go outside again to sit a little bit at the riverbanks or so, enjoy this nice weather. I'm not quite sure if I will really do this in the end, or it depends a little bit if a friend or 2 friends or some friends have time to join me, or if I'm alone, and also a little bit on my fatigue level, because yeah, yesterday happened. Yesterday some friends, colleagues and friends, we decided to do a Russian evening. I basically had no idea what exactly this is until we implemented such a thing. One of my friends is enjoying a YouTube channel live. Ooh, two villages side by side. That's interesting. Seems to be quite a nice spot for some settlements or so, because here's a village and over there's a village as well. So that's cool. Nice. Never. Well, I'm quite sure that this is a common thing, and based on the chances that everything is randomly generated, there might even be a chance that there are 2 villages really adjacent to each other or so. But yeah, that's interesting. What do you sell, my friend? I like to talk to you. Uh, it's yeah, the YouTube channel my friend is enjoying is called Life of Boris or so, and this guy shows how to cook some Russian meals or so. I don't know. I haven't watched this his videos. Well, I was forced to watch some of them, and yeah, it seems to be quite entertaining. So we wanted to do such an event. We wanted to do some of this cooking stuff, and it was pretty cool. One of these things we prepared was, I'm not quite sure how to properly pronounce this, sheburaki or something like this, or sheburak. I don't know. I have to look it up, or you have to look it up, find out what this weird YouTube channel is all about or so. In the end, it's basically you have some ground pork, and no, I think it's a mix of ground pork and ground beef or so. Some onions, some other spices are in there. I'm not exactly sure what exactly is in there, because as I arrived, they already... There's another village. What is going on? This is really the valley of the villages or so. That's cool. That's interesting. But yeah, they already prepared the meat, and you have some dough. You basically do some turnovers or so, where you put in toolsmith. Who are you? You're nothing. Shepherd, alright. And yeah, then you deep fry it. So this was interesting. We did this deep fry situation in basically in the backyard of my friend's apartment, because yeah, you don't want to do this indoors, as then you can keep the windows open in your kitchen for several days in order to get rid of the smell. And he has ravine, cool. He has basically just a single room apartment where the kitchen is inside of the normal living room, and this would be quite unfortunate when then everything smells like this frying oil. And so it was quite nice that we were able to do this outdoors. I was in charge of bringing some ingredients for, I guess, well, at least the Russian guy named it Butterbrot. Butterbrot. I mean, that's pretty German, so I'm not quite sure if they also use Butterbrot for this, but at least it was called like this. So you have butter, and you put on some bacon, some cheese, and so on. It's quite nice. So we had this. Then we also had some eggs. We had some dessert. So we had a lot of food. We really had a lot of food, and surprisingly, we ate almost everything. So wow, I'm still full. Basically, I'm still well fed. I might eat an apple or so soon, but I'm quite stuffed right now. So yeah, what was nice, of course, this was connected with the traditional Russian beverage. You probably might know what type of beverage this includes, and we had a lot of this beverage as well. So in the end, the party got quite late, and I stayed at my friend. So it was nice to sleep on his couch again. But yeah, that's also the reason why my fatigue level is a little bit higher right now. And where's my boat? And so I'm not quite sure about the sitting at the riverbanks idea. It would be a nice thing to just lie down there and to sleep or so, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I will really do this, but this Russian evening was really cool. Was a nice change of things. The remaining time of the week was not that spectacular. I continued working on some papers, continued preparing experiment, which will start soon. So there are a lot of things to be done. On Thursday, I was challenged to help a colleague with some statistical analysis. normally this is not so much of a problem. However, in this very case, the problem is that apparently it's, well, he seemed not to be sure or have an idea what exactly he wants to find out. And I mean, sure, you did a lot of questionnaires and your participants filled out those questionnaires, but why? Why have you done this? Why do you need those data? What exactly do you want to do with this data? What is your research goal? And that's pretty bad when you realize, okay, there seems to be a lack of preparedness and there seems to be a lack of understanding and knowledge. So that's, but on the other hand, we all are beginners at some point, so it's quite okay. It was just a little bit awkward, basically explaining what he likes to do because he did the experiment. So yeah, this was a little bit strange, but yeah, it was successful. I hope. We need to discuss a few things, I guess, soon. What is going on with the game? Why lag? Why do I have this lag? I'm playing in solo mode, single player. There shouldn't be a lag or so. But yeah, that's pretty good. When was this? Wednesday? Thursday? Could have been Thursday. I recorded my very first music video, so me playing the guitar. Oh man, I got good feedback that it seems to be nice what I'm doing, but I still feel weird. On the other hand, when I consider I just started a month ago and I managed to basically play the guitar for 40 seconds or so without having too many mistakes or so, then it's okay, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty cool, but I really like to do this also to keep track of my personal progress, my development, and to find out, yeah, if I get better, how fast I got better, what were the stages and so on. I think this could be pretty interesting to look back at those videos. Has there anything else happened? It's super weird with this Russian evening and the fact that, alright, it was Friday, then there was Saturday where I bought stuff, and then we did this evening, and suddenly it's in the middle of Sunday, and tomorrow is Monday again, and I have to go back to work. So it's a little bit weird, but yeah, toward the end of next week on Thursday we do have another bank holiday. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm even considering, I haven't decided yet, maybe I will take the day off on Friday to have a really long weekend, because yeah, on the one hand, on Thursday there's also the end of the deadline of a call for papers where I like to submit my papers, and then the next day several people will just stay at home, so why should I then go to work? And yeah, in this very case, maybe I will do this, but I haven't decided yet. I do have enough days I can spend over the remaining time of the year to take some days off, so maybe I will do this. It's just one day. I will talk about this on Wednesday. Alright, I think this was everything that has happened since we spoke the last time. I received some great questions from Matthew, and by the way, this one last thing, this conference where I like to submit to with the papers, it's taking place at my university, so if my papers will get accepted, it will be quite relaxed, at least on my side, because there's no traveling involved, which is all the time nice, as traveling to present stuff is all the time quite laborious. So yeah, that this is also a nice thing where I hope, and it would be pretty awesome when a tunnel, when I can when I can get there and when my papers get accepted, especially because when my papers get accepted, then yay, I make progress and so on. So this would be nice. Yeah, Matthew submitted a lot of questions, which is super awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this amazing wall of text full of questions. I like to skip the first question or the first two questions or so, because at first I like to address a specific question. I read through the entire text to see what is ahead of me. And yeah, so where is this? What text? Ah, there. Do you have any recommendations for a free game, like mobile or PC? I finished my doctoral exam and my seminars. Now I just need to write a thesis. Ooh, yeah, wow. Well done, well done. Congratulations. Just writing a thesis. I wish I could also just write a thesis and be done with it. Well, I'm in the process of doing it, but that's not that simple. And thus I will have, I think, more free time than I ever did since I've begun my master's. So, free game. For PC, I'm not so much sure about free games. I mean, there's plenty of cool stuff around. You can try out, I think it's called Orbiter or so, but this is a super hardcore spaceflight simulator. Not quite sure if this is up your alley, but this game is cool. You can take a look at, how's this thing called? Where you can enjoy the universe. How is this thing? It's not a game. It's also a simulation. It's I do have some videos about it. Maybe check the video description. I hope I remember putting the name of this thing into the description so that you can look it up. At least if I can't remember it until the end of this episode. You always can play Minecraft. I mean, that's not a free game, but it's a great game. As you can see, I'm playing this now for such a long time, and it's still fun. So Minecraft would be also a good alternative, I guess. But yeah, mobile game. I was especially intrigued by this question due to the mobile game aspect. Normally, I'm not so much into mobile games. I never really played mobile games, but recently I discovered the game is called Fallout Shelter. So it's a mobile game to the Fallout series, and your goal is to build basically an underground vault and have your dwellers. You can assign them to work in a specific building, or you can send them on quests. So basically the idea is you have to expand your vault over, and as you receive new dwellers, and then you unlock more buildings. So it's a little bit a building game. It's a little bit ooh, this cave looks interesting. It's a little bit a strategy, yeah, more or less strategy game. So it's really cool. I like this game, and it's basically the first mobile game that really fascinated me. It's completely free, so you can just download it and play it. I really enjoyed it. Oh, right, this game also is for PC, so you can get a PC version of that game. So yeah, you have both. You have both in one. So you can do a PC game, or you can play it on mobile, depending where and when you want to play it. I personally really enjoy it. The great thing about this mobile game is that you can play it. Yeah, you can start playing it and you can easily take a break. So it's not that you are totally immersed and you can't stop or so. You can easily take a break, which is nice for just relaxing a bit at work or so for a couple of minutes. Just grab your cell phone, do some stuff, and continue working or so. So that's really a cool idea. You can also look into the Blizzard games. I'm not quite sure they have, well, then of course there's also League of Legends, but for Blizzard you have this card game, how's it called? Hearthstone. You can look into Hearthstone, maybe Hearthstone is something for you. There's also a short game, but quite addictive game, so this might be also interesting for you, depending what you want to see, but yeah, this is also a thing. I personally played it. This looks a little bit like a crater, so here it's quite interesting. That's why I'm here. I played it a little bit, so I'm not really a vested Hearthstone player, but yeah, it's a nice game. So you can try out this. Just let me know if my recommendations are going the right direction or if you need something else. Recently, as you know, I'm not so into this entire new game scenario right now, because I'm just lacking time, and I still want to continue on with, how's this game called? Life is Strange. Life is Strange. I really like to continue playing the game, but I haven't found the time. Speaking of Life is Strange, there's also one thing where I'm a little bit annoyed? Not annoyed? I don't know what I am, but you basically, while you explore the game, you have a scrapbook, and the scrapbook contains some placeholders for pictures you can take. And I might have missed the opportunity to take one picture, and I'm not quite sure if I can get this opportunity again, because I already progressed with the story, or if I basically have to replay the game in order to 100% the game. So that's a little bit a bad thing, because they clearly show you what is possible, and then you realize, oh dang it, I totally messed things up. Ooh, the cows are enjoying the sunset. This is interesting. Cow sunset. Right thing, right? Right. Cows are enjoying the sunset. Yeah, I don't know. I would feel... I think it would have been better if they just put in those placeholders... Well, no, if they would have put no placeholders into the scrapbook, because it's really a thing where I think, well, they force you to do certain things. They force you to try everything. Well, I mean, I think it would be cooler when there would be a little bit more of a surprise, when you're not aware that, okay, I can do this, I can do that, but you do things and suddenly you get this new entry in your scrapbook or so. This would be cool. I think this would be better, because the way they did it right now, it's for me a little bit disappointing, because yeah, I mean, they reveal everything, and when you miss a thing, then you think, okay, dang it, I missed it, I need to reload or so. So there's some frustration involved, I would say. So yeah, this would be good when this wouldn't be a thing or so. Maybe on the other hand, why is it important? I'm playing the game to experience the story, not because I want to 100% the scrapbook. But yeah, it's a weird thing how games and motivation and so on works. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this very episode, and I hope you will be joining me next time. I hope I answered the question to your satisfaction. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!